welcome to my first blog. I've been meaning to do this for a long time after watching other people on YouTube. You join me today at Sandhurst Lake, the Yateley complex. I'm down here with 5 mates that we fish Farlows together. We decided to come down here for a social, as Farlows is fishing a bit slow at the minute. A few fish have been coming out of here. I follow Leon Bartrop. He fishes up here all the time, and he's had a double take. I think he's on 6 fish now. He's been here since Boxing Day. It's Wednesday the 28th today. We booked time from 10 o'clock this morning. I've literally just put my rods out. I'm in peg 7, fishing 13 wraps. I've found a clearish area. There's quite a lot of weed here. So 13 wraps, it's easy fishing, but there's loads of black chickens here. As soon as you pick anything up to put any bait out, the coots are all over you, or the gulls are all over you. So I've opted for 3 singles. I've got 2 on a stiff hinge and 1 on a Ronnie rig. I've gone for Northern Specials yellow on 1, Northern Special white, and a Dairy Supreme pink. So it's early days, literally not been out like 20 minutes. I've got Mark to my left, who's in peg 8. I've got Jason Payne to my right, green bits. Paul Goss is on the island with his mate Dave, and Tyrone's in the secret swim, which I believe is peg 1. So we just see how it goes. You know, there's apparently 6 to 7 40 plus fish in here, you know, commons or mirrors. I don't know what they are yet. Loads of 30s. There's 400 fish in here. It's 12 acres. It's a lovely day. I mean, it was chilly first thing this morning, really frosty and foggy. But you know, it's a different scene. It's somewhere different to fish for me, because I normally fish the day ticket waters or my syndicate water in Bedfordshire. Farlows, I've been fishing Farlows for 25 years, and I normally do this time of year every single year, a 2-3 day session. We're on here for 48 hours, and fingers crossed, pick some fish up. Any of us would be nice. I'll show you the lake anyway. So literally I'm fishing roughly this sort of line here. I've got 3 rods in a line, 13 wraps. So fingers crossed, pick up some fish. But anyway, I'll catch you later. If I get anything, the camera will be straight on. Get some dinner out for these fish. Mate?
This fella, you?
Yeah.
I do like it, but I wouldn't pay that money for it.
What?
Because,
Yeah, but once I've got it now, and I so.
yeah, but Dale, you know as well as I do, mate. Give it a year or so, you'll see something else.
No, I won't. I ain't gonna get better than an Embright, am
Of
I?
course you are.
No.
Of course you are.
I looked at the Jag ones and that. For the money, it's good. Ring the dinner bell.
You think over the island, is it?
So that water's not that cold, you know.
Oh.
Hoping tonight.
How many laps is that?
13.
13. You're further than me.
deceiving. We're going at like angles.
Because I'm fishing 11 3/4.
If I go that short, I started off at 40 yards, 10 rats, but it's really, really weedy. If I go just past it, it's clear. If I go past the 30 rats, it's weedy again, really weedy. So I'm just in between channel. Just hope for the best.
Alright, you might as well bait mine up.
Hope and pray for a fish. Good morning. It's Thursday morning, about 8 o'clock. No action last night. It was -3. No liners. I don't think a fish has come out on the lake at all last night. I'm thinking of moving. There's a snag to my right which is in peg 6, and Jason's now moving from peg 6 to Carp swim, where the guy lost one there yesterday. The bailiff said there's a spot by the snag down there. It's got to be worth a go, I suppose. There's got to be resident fish around that snag. The sun's coming up. It's going to be a nice day again, but there's just no fish showing at all. Not seen one fish show. And the bailiffs reckon, or even the regulars that are on here said that they show it all the time in the mornings, but nothing. Not a dicky bird. I'm fishing in about 5.5 foot of water on the back of a bar. There's a gully just behind the bar where there's weed either side of it, which I found. It took me a while to find it yesterday, but I'm in that spot, and I think it's definitely a patrol route for the fish coming from that end where it's really deep, down to 10 foot, up to this end, which is you have got some 6s and 7s, but I'm fishing in 5.5 foot of water. But the problem I've got is I'm cut off a bit, because to the left he's coming over towards me, to the right they're coming towards me, so really I can't go more than 60 yards. So I'm really on my boundary at 13 wraps, so I ain't got much option really, so I'm thinking about moving down to peg 6. Got another 24 hours, or just over 24 hours, 26 hours left. Got the kettle on, make myself a nice cuppa, keep myself warm. But yeah, it was eventful. Nothing happened at all last night. The only good thing that happened last night was Tottenham beat Southampton 4-1, which I watched the game. It's always nice to see. All you Arsenal supporters are going to go and hate me now on YouTube once I pop this up. It's nice to have a bit of banter about football, isn't it? So yeah, I'll show you the lake and my stuff all thawing out. That's how I see it all is. The lake, the sun's coming up now. So yeah, I'll take you down to peg 6, and I'll show you where I'm thinking about going. It's literally, it's like 15 yards away, not even that. This is where Jason's fishing. This is a swim. It's a bit of an awkward cast, but if you can see down there's a really, really nice margin. And where them birds are, apparently there's like a deep hole there. But it's the sort of place you'd expect to see carp. So I'm definitely thinking about moving in here, and then it opens up all that for me, because at the minute I'm pinned in. So yeah, but it's proper frosty morning. He's already on the move. Right, I'll take you down to peg 8. This is peg 8. I'm walking down to now, it's not far. This is Mark, Aka Ginger Ninja, and he's about to fill it in like he normally does, getting all his baits ready. Quiet, ain't it, mate? Dead. Nothing out there. Mark's known for putting in like 50 kilo in a 4-day session. Not worry about it, but normally catches really well. Mark's another regular Farlow's favourite. Fishes it all the time, but as I said yesterday, it's really slow over there. The odd fish. And me and Mark have got our Eric's qualifier here on the 30th of June. Last year we got to the semi-final at Walthamstow. Lake 1.
You actually vlogging?
Yeah. Come on, Mark. In the spirit of it.
Yeah. So I'm official vloggy.
Yeah, official vloggy.
Nice.
Nah. So yeah, we're looking forward to getting on here in June. This is Mark's swim, but yet again he's really restricted what he can fish with, because the way the lake is, it's like curved banks. So the guy in peg 9 is coming over in front of Mark. Mark's coming over towards me. I'm going over towards 6. It's crazy. But also found out yesterday that 7 and 6 don't really get fished in the winter because they're not very good spots in the winter. But I'm not a believer in that. I think fish travel around all the lake depending on the temperature. And if the rigs are there and they come across it, they're going to pick it up.
Yeah, I've vlogged the robin. Down there on the right.
Yeah, we've got little, really friendly robins here.
What do you reckon, Robin?
Yeah. It's nice to see nature this time of year as well. But the coots out here are a nightmare. They're constantly diving. But even out there, like, I don't know how deep some of it must get out there because the swans are diving. You know, they're feeding on the weed that's sitting on top of the bars and stuff. So it's very shallow lake. But we're trying our best. That's all we can do. And it beats sitting at home. Can't catch them on the settee in front of the telly. Catch you soon. Just an update. I'm still in peg 7. Went for a walk earlier around the whole lake. The guys opposite, I mean, it's packed here. They're sitting there with t-shirts on. It's that warm for them over there. We've not got no sun over here at all. Found the fish. They're down the other end of the lake. Pegs 11 all the way around to the bailiff swim, which is 23 or 24, something like that. They've got their backs out of the water, enjoying the sun, but we can't move on to them. There's too many people there, it's busy. As soon as someone packs up, someone moves straight to that swim. So, but I've changed my spots now. The guy, Jason, was on the right, he's now moved to Carp swim. He's only fishing probably 60 yards out, so that gives me a lot more water. So I'm fishing 3 singles at 80 yards in it's real proper silt. It's bang in the middle of the lake, and I think there's a silt channel that runs right through the middle from Car Park right down to the end, peg 19. So fingers crossed to get a bite from there. Mark's had nothing. No one's caught. A fish hasn't been out since I've been here. The day before we got here, a few fish were coming out. Adam Penning was here last week fishing pipe, so I was just talking to the bailiff, and he put a load of boilie out. And I mean, people who are catching on big beds of bait. But unless I see anything out here, there's no point doing it. I've not seen nothing out in front at all. But down to the left, there's loads of fish. But just hoping it gets a bit colder and then move down here, because I think we're a bit shallower this end. It's deeper down that end, but hopefully the water's been warmed up this end, and the fish will move down here once the sun goes down. So fingers crossed we can get a bite between us. Any of us will do. Tyrone in peg 1, secret swim. He's got fish in there tight to the margin. He's getting liners, so hopefully they get their heads down tonight and pick them up. But the birds here are crazy. They're constantly picking your baits up. The swans swim over your lines. They're mad. Apparently on Monday they're allowing maggot for 2 months only. I'm talking to the locals here. The fish switch on big time once the maggot starts going in. So maybe my next trip down here, come down with maggot, see what happens with that, because at the minute it's dead. It's like a mill pond out there. There's no wind, it's flat calm. It's going to be a cold night by the look of it. Not a cloud in the sky. And got to be off in the morning by 10 o'clock, so tonight's really last chance. see the sun that's over on that far bank. And this side is just, don't get no sun at all, which is not helpful this time of year. But it's first time here, lesson learned. Been talking to a few people. I know where to go next time. I know what swims to go in. You know, in the summer, definitely down this end, 100%. But this time of year, no zigging allowed on here, so we can't even, you know, try and find them, find out where they are. But down that other end, they're definitely just under the surface. But everyone's fishing bottom baits. But luckily down there, well, not the last 24 hours or so they haven't been, but before that the fish were getting their heads down. But I'm going to come back probably in a couple of weeks' time and try and get in 10, 11, 12, something like that, out to the middle, 80 yards, in the gully, which is, I think it's a bit deeper down there, about 8, 9 foot I think it is. There is a spot that's 10 foot deep down there, but it's really, really weedy. But the bailiff said that the fish congregate down there, and if there's loads of pressure on, there's a bay which is where the bailiff swims are, all the fish push into there. So, you know, learn it every time I come. I learn something, and definitely will not be coming back in this swim or this end of the lake anyway, unless I can get the car park swim, because it's deep water there, 80 yards out. But you know, come here blind, never been here before, done as much research as I could on the lake, but when you get here and the lake's busy, you just got to jump in what swims are free, unfortunately. Obviously it's a Christmas period, so it's really, really busy over here, but when I come back next time, it'll be a work, I fish work days, like Tuesdays or Wednesdays or something like that. I never fish weekends really, so hopefully I'll get a bit more of a choice. So if I catch anything, I'll show you back to you guys, but if I don't, then I'll probably see you in the morning. No joy in the night at all. Thick fog rolled in. It's freezing, it must be -3 again. Got to start packing up soon, got to be off by 10 o'clock. So on this occasion a blank, but it's been nice to be out, new venue. I don't think fish has come out while we've been here at all, and the lake's packed. So the fish have really switched off since it started getting really cold. You know, like I said, they're allowing maggots on Monday, so maybe that will get them to start feeding. Not even out of the liner, so the fish are definitely not in my area. I'm fishing bowstring tight lines as well, just to try and find out where they are, but nothing. But I'll show you the lake and show you how foggy it really is. And you can see it's really foggy. So until next time, chop it back out on the bank. In a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to upload this to YouTube at some point over the weekend. And if you can subscribe to me, that'd be brilliant. just following my journey through the seasons. I fish all year round, whatever the weather is, and it'd just be nice to share it with people. If you've got any questions or anything, leave that for me. If you want any rigs, anything like that, I'll do that on my next video anyway, rigs. But it's just going to be a short vlog really. It's not easy talking in front of a camera, but hopefully I've done it justice. It may not be very long, but any criticism, just send them over to me, and like it and subscribe to me. Brilliant, thanks a lot, cheers.